Now, those are just the sort of cars that Britain's best-known secret agent James Bond used to drive, and the good news for Bond fans is that 007 is back. It's 20 years since the death of Bond's creator, Ian Fleming, and although the films continue, there hasn't been a new Bond book since 1963. But now, Stratford author John Gardner, in this book, Licence Renewed, takes over where Ian Fleming left off. Well, almost. This is Bond as we know him. And this is 007 in 1981, in a different car, but still full of surprises. John Gardner, a truly James Bond-style entrance there. You probably smoked out half of Birmingham, though. What were you letting off?
Letting off tear gas, which is the kind of thing that Mr. Bond would do if approached by nasties in his motor car. Keep them at bay.
Would he really be in a Saab, though? Whatever happened to the old Bentley and the Aston Martin?
Well, the Aston Martin, of course, he got from the motor pool in Goldfinger. It featured greatly in the movie. But we're in the 80s now, so he'll be driving an 80s motor car.
Well, of course, his car's always had gadgets. Now, presumably there's one or two hidden away in this one.
Yes, in fact, he has several things. Over here, he's got a secret compartment open at the press of a button in which he carries a large revolver. He carries a gun on him normally, and he would have it on him. But under the passenger seat, again at the press of a button, he carries an oxygen cylinder and masks in case any of the tear gas drifted inside or in case he was locked in the car for any long period. If you look at the front of the car, the front number plates lift up, and as you will see, an aircraft light is fitted under there in case the lights get knocked out.
Some curious goggles he's got there, Mr. Gardner.
Oh, these goggles, yes, well, they're not goggles, they're night finder glasses, and he can strap them around his head and wear them like that, and in fact can see in the dark. He can drive without lights.
Now, are there any other gadgets on this car, then, that Mr. Bond hasn't had before?
Well, yes, there is one that I can show you. It's a little remote control gadget that if Mr. Bond happens to be in a tight corner and he's a little bit far away from his car, he can start it at a distance and make a getaway. Would you like me to show you?
Yes, certainly, yes.
James Bond, the legend behind the wheel, but of course, and I'm only being a spoilsport, but he doesn't really do it for real.